Yes! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, you fucking bitch! Yes! Oh my god, yes, thank you. Thank you, it's finally over. Holy shit, fuck this boss. Fuck this boss. Whoever designed this boss should never design a single boss ever again in a Souls game or a Souls type game. It was so stupid because you probably remember what my reaction to this boss was in the previous episode where I first fought him, and or whatever in the previous clip. I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna edit this shit. But this boss has an amazing phase 1. It's one of the best fights. Like, if you take phase 1 and you make it a boss fight on its own, it is fucking amazing. It has so many different moves. It is so hard to fucking figure out how to do it. Even though I pretty much beat the first phase on my first try, it took me, you know, 12 Estus flasks and a very clutch heal and a divine blessing. But if you take that boss fight and you make it, if you take that phase 1 and you make it a boss fight, it is fucking amazing. It is awesome. It is brilliant. It is, I can't stop praising that phase 1 of this boss fight. Phase 2 of this boss fight is fucking bullshit, and I bet it was created because people want Dark Souls 1 remastered, and they got that partly in this game. And that fight, phase 2 of this fight, is Gwyn, pretty much. I don't know exactly how many of those moves are Gwyn's. Like, I don't know if Gwyn actually has that anime bullshit jumping, you know, the thing that he hits you once and then he just juggles you into the air with his sword. I don't know if he has that, I don't remember, but about 90% I think of his moves are Gwyn's. That grab is Gwyn's. Pretty much everything almost is Gwyn's in that fight. You can even hear the Gwyn soundtrack or something like the Gwyn soundtrack in the background. And look, I don't hate Dark Souls 1. I actually like the game. I've played fucking freezes. Okay, I like Dark Souls 1. I've played the game. It's fine. I like Dark Souls 2 more, but I'm not even gonna go into that. The reasons are irrelevant. I don't want to remaster Dark Souls 1. I don't want to fight bosses that I fought in Dark Souls 1 in Dark Souls 3. Same goes for Dark Souls 2. I don't want to fight other bosses that I fought in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. I want new bosses, which is what phase 1 of this boss was. Whatever. I'm going way too much into this. Okay, so is this our option, or do I light the bonfire? Link the first flame. Fuck you. You even get the same ending. What is that? Can I just walk away? I don't want to link the first flame. Do I just get to walk away? Hang on a second, I think I can just walk away. Let's go talk to the firekeeper, see if she has to say something. Get rid of all these souls for sure. Because if I'm not wrong, this game goes back to the bullshit formula of Dark Souls 1 and makes you go into New Game Plus immediately.
Ashen One, link the fire for the Lords of Cinder, for the Ashen Prisoners. For all those held to preserve the fire, link the first flame. Very well, then take...
I don't want to link the first flame, that's the point. I want what Aldia wants. Hang on.
Very well, then...
No, never mind. I want the Aldia ending. I want... Hang on. Ooh. I wanna... you know, find a cure, not link the fire. Link the fire is a deterrent. It doesn't stop the curse. Oh, this guy can still transpose stuff even after he dies. Pick up item. Skull ring. What's that? Easier to beat it. One of Kurland's transpose wonders derived from the soul of a soul feeder. What the fuck's a soul feeder? Easier to be detected by enemies. The soul feeder was a beast that insatiably absorbed souls to feed on its own power. Even after its accursed corpse was burned, it is said that the pungent stench of souls left the air permanently stained. Souls smell. We just learned that. And not only do they smell, they fucking stink. Okay, so is this like Bloodborne, where the endings are locked behind, you know, finding an item or doing something in game? Because that's the feeling I'm getting right now. That I can only, you know, link the fire, and in order to do the other endings, I probably should have done something else while in the game.
Ah, Ashen One. Is it not?
She just
Ashen
says
One.
the same shit all over again. What about you?
Just what needs. Weapons and but they so pretty big.
Alright, well, do we even have a choice? I don't think we do. I think I have to link the fire. And I don't want to link the fire. Let's try going to the Flameless Shrine, see if there's anything there, because I didn't actually explore that area. I'm a really big fan of Aldia as a character and what he was trying to do in Dark Souls 2's Cloud of the First Sin, and I don't like the fact that they're throwing all that stuff out of the window, you know, just completely making Dark Souls 2's endings irrelevant, and I really don't like that. I'm gonna end up very disappointed with the story of this game. I'm obviously just gonna start watching videos, you know, about DVD and all that stuff. But even if it's true and, you know, they just said fuck Dark Souls 2, and if you don't get the chance to, you know, find an actual cure for the curse, like the bear of the curse did in Dark Souls 2, I will be very disappointed, because I've heard that there's 3 endings in this game. So, there's nothing in there, except if we go this way. I still don't understand what this is. I'm guessing it might be like the main part of Anor Londo or something. I don't know. Is it Yharnam? Kappa. Alright, well, let's go link the first flame, I guess. I'm gonna inspect that area again one more time, and then I'm gonna do what has to be done. So nothing behind me, that's for sure. I'm so happy to be walking up this slope without a boss fog over there. Because you guys don't see all the efforts, but I actually spent like 3 hours on this boss. I just really don't have the space on my hard drive to actually keep all those recordings, and there's really nothing to them. I did nothing different than what I did in the last try, except for the fact that I did it worse. So I really just did this one strategy, except that initially I was using a shield and I was dodging while I had a shield on. Crap, there's nothing. So yeah, we're getting the Dark Souls 1 ending all over again. One of the Dark Souls 1 endings. There you go, Firekeeper. I'm gonna link the first flame. And the circle continues. My hand looks really fucking thick. It looks kind of disproportionate to my body. Like the gauntlet hand looks smaller. Holy shit, that's loud. Okay, we got a 30-second long cutscene, and nothing, no explanation. Okay, let me take these headphones off because my ears hurt right now. Okay, so my opinion on this game. Let's start with the obvious. Optimization is bullshit. This game runs like shit in half of the computers of the world, regardless of their specs. End of the story. Not gonna go any further into that. I might mention this a couple of times, but I'm not gonna, bash From Software about this. I've bashed them enough during this playthrough, and hopefully they're gonna come up with a patch that fixes this game. They have 2 weeks to do it before I start playing again. Gameplay wise, this game is amazing. I love pretty much about 80% of the stuff that they changed from Dark Souls 2. What I don't like is mainly very specific. I don't like two-handed longsword movements, for example. It's not something that is gonna kill my experience with this game. I'm gonna play the shit out of it anyway. I love what they did with power stance. They limited it, and it's very good. I don't know how what people's stance in general was to, dual wielding 2 giant axes or 2 giant swords, but I didn't like that. And I might be wrong, but as far as I see, this has been removed. I didn't actually try to power stance anything. I saw that there were, dexterity weapons pretty much that you could power stance. I think there's also maces or morning stars, but I didn't find them. And I like that. I think this is an amazing addition. Let's see. Map design is amazing. It is great. It is. It's not the Dark Souls 2 style, which I also like, but it's. I think it's better because the areas seem more interesting. But I'm not gonna go into comparing because I've gone through the areas of Dark Souls 2 like 20 times each, and I'm bored of them. Well, I've only been through this game once, so I'm not really gonna be making comparisons. It's Dark Souls 1 style, but much better. I liked what they did with the catacombs and demon ruins, because those were 2 areas that I thought had a lot of potential as concepts in Dark Souls 1, and they never lived up to what I expected them to be. So yeah, that's really good. Those 2 areas were. I didn't like the demon ruins as much because of the enemies in there, but the catacombs is probably my favorite area right now. The rest of the areas are also all amazing. Even the poison area of this game, the Blight Town of this game, is good because it's actually something interesting. It's a swamp. The enemies are kind of bullshit, but the area is fine. What else? The bosses. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the best game for bosses. Let me just go over all the bosses that I fought because I'm pretty sure I've missed something. Off the top of my head, I didn't go into that garden. Maybe there's something there. And I probably missed something in the Smoldering Lake, but I don't know. So, bosses. Unix Gunder is good. it's a really good tutorial boss. It kicks you in the nuts, and that pretty much is like, yeah, bitch, this is Dark Souls. It's good for new players. It's good for the old players to, you know, remind them of, you know, this is what you're gonna face, if you're, especially if you're going into the game blind, which is what I was doing. That's why I died to the thing like 3 or 4 times. So Index is fine. Vort is good. The Curse Tree is a good concept, but the second part of the boss fight is poorly executed, and I didn't like that. Crystal Sage is fine, even though it annoys me. The Abyss Watchers are amazing, even though I didn't get to enjoy the boss fight because of my FPS issues. What else is there? The Deacons are stupid, but I think that most builds will be able to go in there, even like my Dexterity build, will be able to go in there either with a really big weapon or with AoE magic and just beat the crap out of those guys, like, you know, killing 5 of them. I had fun with the fight when I started using the greatsword. It's a fun fight if you have AoE. What's next? What's after the Deacons? Hiking Wolner, High Lord Wolner, whatever his name is just whatever. Not terrible, but not good either. Pontiff Sullivan is great. I couldn't enjoy it because of lag. What's next? Aldrich. Aldrich is bullshit because of how many attacks you can do at the same time, and pretty much that. The Dancer is amazing. It's one of the best fights in the game. It only has one slight problem, but other than that, it's great. The armor, the Dragon Slayer armor, is fine. The Twin Princes are my favorite fight in the game. They did exactly what they have the same mechanic as the Throne Defender and Throne Watcher from Dark Souls 2, but it's better. Begin journey to in current state. Journey 2 can be initiated from the Shrine Bonfire. Oh, awesome! Perfect, perfect. I don't have to go into New Game Plus. Which is kind of bad, because I thought this was the case, and I said fuck it all, and I used all the boss souls to level up. Oh well, whatever. I'll continue talking about the game. And the final boss, I talked about it earlier in this video. I'm not gonna go over it again. What else is there? I haven't played a lot of PvP. I suck at it because I never played PvP before. I'm gonna get good at some point. It happens eventually to everyone, as long as you have the mindset for getting good. The fan service department pissed me off to no end because of all the stuff that they put again in the game. The final boss, and Aaaand, a couple of other things, but whatever, I can live through it. Is there anything else? Accidentally moving my mouse right now. I don't think there's anything else. So yeah, this game is great. I really hope they fix the optimization issues soon, so I can enjoy it to its fullest when I'm back from my holidays. So that is it for now. I don't know what is going to happen after this series, because it's probably going to take me a month or so to upload the rest of it right now. But I would like to thank everybody for watching, and maybe leave a comment if you want to, you know, tell me what I should do next. So yeah, that is all from me. Like this video, subscribe, whatever you want to do, favorite, share. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.